Hello, good day to all of you watching this channel. We are learning about how to name covalent compound. My name is Einstein Pillai Sangkaran. I made this video in order to help you to learn chemistry in a very simple and easy way. Let us go to our topic today. How to write chemical formula, and it is specially made for covalent compound. So my three top questions for today. What are chemical formula? Can you give some example? What chemical formula is covered in the topic for the IGCSE students? Take a paper and a pencil and try to write down your answer. And let us see whether the answer that you have are the same with the answer that we have for today's lesson. Chemical formula are basically symbols used to represent elements and compound. A chemical formula is a notation used by scientists throughout the whole world to show the number and type of atoms present in a molecule using the atomic symbol and numerical subscript. So most of you have seen a periodic table, and all the symbol for the chemical element can be found from the periodic table. So you might need a periodic table for today's lesson. Okay. The next one. Can you give some example of chemical formula? That is my second question. Very good. Some of you know some of them. Some of you are still figuring it out. It's fine. And the last question. What are the formula that is covered in our exam for the IGCSE? Okay. So we have, this is the answer for the second question just now, which some of you might know. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxygen, sodium chloride. And the third one, my question today. For our exam, we are covering covalent compound, which is this video made for ionic compound and organic compound. Okay, so these are the three things that we'll cover in the exam. So what is covalent compound? To answer this, you need to watch my previous video that I have in YouTube. Just show you. So this is my previous video. This is for covalent compound, covalent bonding introduction. So you can watch this previous video to have a better understanding about covalent compound. Okay. And for those of you who are new for my channel, I have a YouTube channel under my name, Einstein Pillai. It is made especially for those students whose English is the second language, who sit for the IGCSE 0620 or 0654 coordinated signs. I cover the chemistry topic for them. So feel free to watch all my videos, it'll be helpful for you. So writing the formula of covalent compound. What is the chemical formula of carbon dioxide? As this is a very common compound, so most of you know carbon dioxide, the answer is CO2. So let us learn how we start to think to get this answer. We assume the first element named, in this case carbon, contains only one atom, unless otherwise stated. The word dioxide means two oxygen atoms. That's how we build the idea of carbon dioxide. Now, using the same concept, we can try to figure out what is the formula of dinitrogen monoxide. Try to think dinitrogen monoxide. What is the formula of dinitrogen monoxide? Very good. Some of you know the answer. So the rule for naming covalent compound is very short and simple. Step number 1, name each element. Step number 2, and the last name of those elements in IDE. So an example that I have today in the whiteboard here, as you can see, these are some example of non-metal, and of course we have more an example of non-metal. In our periodic table, you can see all these on my right hand side is a non-metal: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So all of these are non-metal. So non-metal, when we name them, they will change the naming. An example, as you can see in my whiteboard here, oxygen will become oxide. Nitrogen will become nitride. Sulfur become sulfide. Bromine become bromide. So all those non-metals, we have to change the name to become IDE. Okay, so that is our second rule. And the third, the prefix to show more than one atom. Okay, mono, or sometimes there is a short notation, mon is 1, di is 2, tri is 3, tetra is 4, penta is 5, and on and on. So this is the technique that we use to name covalent compound. Of course, we have a different technique when we want to use for ionic compound. So by now, all of you, firstly, you know what is covalent compound, non-metal with non-metal. Second, this is the rule for naming covalent compounds. So, are you ready for small challenges? Okay. So you are given 2 minutes. In your paper, try by your own self how to name these 5 compounds. The first one, second one, third one, fourth, the last one. So I believe you know the first one is carbon monoxide, second one carbon dioxide, third one phosphorus trichloride, fourth one carbon tetrachloride, the last one dinitrogen monoxide. If you've done that, it's excellent. If you're not sure, it's fine. Feel free to watch again my video and post a question to me. Now, there are some elements, the formula of those compounds are fixed for those covalent compounds. So gases that exist as diatomic molecules are iodine, hydrogen, nitrogen, bromine, oxygen, chlorine, and fluorine. They are simply given their element names. Exist this way only when they are not in any compounds. Okay, so it's always fixed. Iodine is I2, hydrogen is H2, nitrogen is N2. So how to remember? So you can see I have a very funny way. I have no bright or clever friends. You can figure out by your own self by now. So I for iodine, H for hydrogen, N for nitrogen, Br for bromine, O for oxygen, Cl for chlorine, F for fluorine. Okay. And lastly, these are some special examples. These covalent compound, okay, already have very special name. They do not use the normal naming. Instead, they are known with this term. For an example, ammonia is always NH3. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. Methane is CH4. Ozone is O3, and water is H2O. So this is the term that we use to describe this covalent compound, and we do not use the prefixes that we have learned just now. Okay, so to end our lesson today, so activities, can you name all of these compounds and write down the chemical formula? And I shall see you back in my next lesson for how to write the formula of ionic compound. And the answer will be given in that video. That's all for now. See you again.